I'm Janice Spears, and I'm the owner and operator of SC Pony Farm, and I'm also the MFA Equine Sales and Companion Pet Food Specialist, and I'm a firm believer in the technology behind the MFA 5% Horse Shield products. We have 18 head of horses. We stand a couple of stallions, several brood mares. I also do 4-H, and I'm the project leader for the horsemanship group. Have several kids that they lease ponies from us, and they use them in showing in their 4-H project. So this year I had 2 mares that were going to foal, and I didn't want either one of them having foal heat diarrhea. The effects of foal heat diarrhea are basically that your mare comes in heat 5 to 7 days after she's foaled, and when she does that, a lot of hormones are circulating throughout her system. She's producing milk, and then she also comes in heat, meaning that she can be bred again. And when in doing so, all those hormones sometimes causes the foal then to have a diarrhea. And that diarrhea is usually pretty nasty, and they'll lose their hair around their bottom. And so to offset that, we've tried all kinds of stuff. Well, when I heard Dr. Lamb explain that the essential oils in our Shield technology can help keep that mare having that, passing on that diarrhea to that foal, I thought, well, hey, I got to try this. And I happened to have a mare that was going to foal in March, so I started her about mid-February on the 5% horse mineral, top dressing her feed twice a day with it. And sure enough, when she had the foal, she did come back in foal heat in 5 days and no foal heat diarrhea. So to me, that was like, oh wow, this is great. So then I had a second mare that was also going to foal end of May. I started her on the 5% horse mineral right away, and I fed it to her until she had the foal, right through having the foal. And sure enough, she came back in heat 5 days later, and she had no foal heat diarrhea. So it was just amazing to me that it worked as quickly as it did, and then as well as it did, because both of these mares are very bad about having a lot of hormones. They have really strong heat cycles. They are very marish, so I was just tickled to death that I didn't have to worry about having foal heat diarrhea with any of those foals. At first, when we added the Shield technology to the horse mineral, I was skeptical. I was like, yeah, this is too good to be true. We'll see what really happens. Foo-foo dust came to mind. So I had to prove it to myself that this was going to work. And I also wanted to prove it to my vet because she was skeptical too. And sure enough, we were just really overwhelmed by it, that it worked in both that foal heat diarrhea situation, and then it also worked with settling hard mares that were not settling easily in years past.